Well, hello, Kingdom Death players. Welcome back to the Persistent campaign. I know it's been a little while. If you guys are not familiar with me, I love Sheeran the Wanderer. It's one of my favorite franchises, probably my favorite game franchise. Recently, new English patch came out for the 64 version, so I am finally able to experience it. And as you can see from my upload schedule, past week has been nothing but me doing that. But now that the week is done, I wanted to ease up on that game a little bit, because, you know, it's going to take me a while to get through all the post-game stuff. And start reincorporating other things, like Kingdom Death Monster, which I still love. And we are not starting over. I just want to take the first 2 minutes or so of this video to introduce you guys to... crap, I forget his name. Mr. Slack is the username, I think. This is a new Kingdom Death Monster table. It is very exciting, and it's beautiful looking. Alright? You have the same central board as Pratsky's. I believe this is identical here. And then a unique setup that essentially has more space. There's a lot of nice things here. A lot of the cards are all divvied out over here. You've got these nice boards for your settlement locations, which just taking one out, they automatically bring in the gear cards when it works. Yeah. So, real nice board. You've got all your innovations here with a place for your masteries. This I wish was changed a bit. There's space for innovations here, but you have to like search for things or separate them. I like Pratsky's setup better because you can at a glance see all your science innovations and all your arts or whatever, which is important. And then a nice place to hold a bunch of gear and resources. There's a ton of books set up. Really quite, look at this. Really quite nice character. Placemats. Now, there's lots more space here for everything. I wish I could take this. And you'll see what I mean. Also these really nice reminder tokens that exhaust when they flip. Love this. Absolutely love it. He's got all this other stuff set up. So I just want to introduce you guys to this table. If you remember, well, most of you probably don't. Not even 2 videos ago, after my really long break from Kingdom Death Monster, I commented about how there is currently nobody making a new table of Kingdom Death on Tabletop Sim. Seemed like nobody's working on it. Well, Mr. Slack here is working on it. This one is in an early alpha phase. Let me find it real quick if I can dig through all my crap. And I just wanted to introduce it so you guys know. Yeah, Kingdom Death Monster by Mr. Slack. This one is very popular at the moment, so you'll probably notice it on the front page. But check this table out, guys. It is currently being updated rapidly. It's got a lot of promising details, like certain things that haven't been anywhere on tabletop before, like the white Giga Lion is incorporated in here, which is flippin' awesome because I've been waiting to try this thing out. And it's, you know, if I happen to unlock it in my persistent campaign, which there is a decent chance that it happens with my setup, we can now experience the white lion thing. Before I move on though, yeah, I just wanted to introduce this table. Now, in the future, I will very likely switch over to this table as it gets more things. Very pretty, but there's a lot of problems with this table. I guess not problems, things I would have to learn, things that are missing as it's still in early access. For example, all of the core set monsters are delegated to this archive. So the way this mod is set up, this person made infinite boxes of everything. So if you delete it, you can recopy it like that. Now this core bag has 110 items in it. I'm not gonna open it because that's gonna take like 3 minutes to look through, but the core set monsters are all in this bag. Now, looking at this table, I think there is a way. I didn't comment on this. Timeline is very, very nice. You can set up everything yourself. There's a lot more space. And it's very customizable to the other campaigns. You got a character sheet here, though this is kind of unnecessary for tabletop, but anyway. There's no way that I know of to spawn in a monster. So, like, you can see the tutorial lion's all set up here, but once you're done with the tutorial lion and you delete all this stuff, you know, and the white line resources are already preset out here. Once you delete all this stuff, it's supposed to be able to load in other monsters, but I don't know how to do it. I've tried putting a model in various places and it doesn't really work. This mod does do the movement range check though, which is pretty cool, and it increases with the stats on here. I don't know if the survivor... Look at blue. Yeah, it does increase. Super cool scripting. You got all your tokens here. Anyway, gushing over this aside, there's some things missing. There's that. The innovation, as beautiful as this design is, you know, the whole texture is really pretty. I wish this would be changed up to make it quicker. You know, once you have, you know, all your damn innovations in a pile, you get a settlement event that's like for every science event you have. I have to go and, you know, I'm like, oh, how many science events do I have? Gotta look at all these things, figure it out. Not a big deal. It's just I wish that would be redesigned. And the character sheets I don't love. They work. They're very basic. It's just this square. It's this little square. It doesn't have anything on the back. So all this is fine. And this is fine. You know, nice and big. But I like the character sheets in the Pratsky mod better. A lot more information on those character sheets, which helps me determine at a glance, you know, what's going on. For these, put in the description if I use survival of the fittest, reroll, and you know, all that other stuff. This character sheet could be better. You also can't pack it into a bag. So the way this mod does it, you hit this pack cards button on a character and it creates a bag. These also, yeah. And then the bag like floats with the character, but let me like put this founding stone in here. Yeah, this doesn't really work like well, this current setup. And this mod does a scripting thing where you can't right click and select this board, which is fine. It locks it in place, makes it impossible for you to touch, although you can touch these. I'm surprised they're not locked in place. But certain things you can't touch. Like, I love the board is locked, because one of the things about Pratsky is I can't. I keep moving the board. I had the potential to move the board. But yeah, this stuff is locked. So you can't move everything, and this is also locked, and it just doesn't... Like, this bag is inefficient. So, those things, among other things, I have my reasons, basically. I'm not gonna switch to this table yet. We're gonna at least finish the current campaign on the Pratsky table. But I wanted to show this off to all of you guys that are, you know, Kingdom Death fans like me. Check out Mr. God, I forget your name. It's Slack. I'm so sorry. I don't have names. Good name memorization. Where's the Kingdom Death? Mr. Slack, yeah. check out this mod. It's very promising. It's the only Kingdom Death mod that's currently being constantly updated. So it's very current. You know, it's not broken. The scripts aren't broken like in Pratsky, and I don't think Pratsky's gonna update their table. I haven't seen them comment about it at all, which is okay. You know, it's tough to keep. You want to move on and do other things with your life. It's tough to stay dedicated on the mod. I wish Tabletop Simulator would change the way their mods load. Anyway, we're gonna go to Lantern Year 20. I just wanted to give a shout out to Mr. Slack's beautiful looking table. And then I wanted to say, in the meantime, I sort of Frankenstein some things and I changed some things here. As soon as this lids, we will look around. There we go. Nice and fast. So, like I said, since the scripts are breaking and dying in this, and I'm doing it manually anyway, I do want to switch tables, but there's things I like about this table more. I'm also more used to it, but some of the cool things, like the sweet Mr. Slack tokens here, we're using those instead of the other ones I've been using prior. Easy change. And the card quality of Mr. Slack's mod is undeniably higher quality than we can compare it to. His cards are higher quality than Pratsky's here. That's just an undisputable fact. Whatever they did, they got a higher quality scan. So, for example, we'll just look at Timeless Eye here. This is his Timeless Eye, nice and clear and full. And this one is a little more blurry. And the sizes are not exactly identical yet. I'm gonna have to shrink all the decks down a little more. I have not replaced cards that currently exist, but moving in the future will be... I replaced a lot of the... Like, all these cards here are now replaced with the new ones. For the most part, I didn't replace, like, the basic resources. Those actually looked pretty identical. But I did replace most of the cards. So let me shrink these one more. And most of the strange resources and the vermins, I think I did. The basics I did not do. Something here. Alright, anyway, so we might have some size differences. I haven't done gear cards yet. I haven't done settlement locations. Those are also better quality. The innovations are also better quality. I did not import those yet. In due time, I'll probably get around to doing that. Some of the other things I changed, I took out the scripting features here because I don't plan on using the scripted dice, and actually... Yeah, I meant to delete these as well. So I don't need these things. I don't plan on using them, and so it's better to just get them out of the way. I deleted the board up here, the candles, so it does look a little different. I just figured I'd clean up some things so there's less to load. You know, a little less clutter, a little more streamlined for me. And yeah, anyway, I want to introduce you guys to that stuff. Roxy's gonna be barking. So anyway, plans for Lantern Year 20. We've been watched by the Watcher. The only thing I'm gonna do is make a bone dagger because I lose all my stuff for some goddamn reason. How many bone daggers have I made in this campaign? Like 4? Anyway. We're going to tackle a level 3 Screaming Antelope. It's gonna be a little bit risky, but it's what I want to do. Basically, we have time to prepare. You guys know my plan. Before we fight the Watcher, I want to breed the next generation of kids. And actually, a Screaming Antelope, we definitely want to farm for, hopefully, Nightmare Ticks. So I can do some cooking and make a high evasion character to carry us for the rest of the campaign, ideally, if they don't die. So that's the general gist. I also want the Lance of Longinus. King's Spear is well outdated. So I put the King's Spear away. Anyway, let's introduce... Let me set up the Screaming Antelope and then we'll take care of all that stuff. I didn't mean to pick this up. That was fine to wait. Okay, there we go. So, Screaming Antelope stuff. We'll pack everything in just a part right away. The locations... I'm gonna have to figure out some things. Oh, this is the Mad Steed, right? There's some extra stuff added. We don't want Mad Steed special. The Antelope himself. Got some sort of AI. Legendary. Yeah, we're gonna be taking on the Antelope here. I should bring this closer. Got the hunt events. Nice and shuffled. And the regular basic action, that's what we want. Alright, this doesn't matter. Okay. Level 3, Screaming Antelope, right. 12, 8, and 2, 8, 12, 2, 2. So 8, 2, 2, 12, and 1 evasion token, which is not bad. He has Legendary Horns, Legendary AI card in play from the beginning, which means his toughness is actually 16, because he gets +4 toughness tokens. And you know what, I'll do it properly, I suppose, because in the future there might be a way to delete tokens off of monsters. I am not sure, actually. There's a lot to this game I have not experienced. Alright, where's the toughness? So, 4 toughness tokens. The 1 evasion is a token, but I just have it marked there, that's fine, that's the point of that. Legendary Horns. Legendary Horns, he's impossibly old. He gains +4 toughness and an extra speed, so he actually has +3 speed. The other thing is when a survivor with less than 5 courage ends their act adjacent to him, they suffer 1 brain damage per level. Which is good, because that was the slight risk I am taking here. I have some high insanity people. And when he's defeated, we will get the legendary horns needed to craft what we want. And the other things that I want is 6 spare organs, which is, I don't know if I'm going to get all that, honestly. Because I plan on not using this. Okay, so that's legendary horns, and then he also has diabolical. So at the end of his turn, he's gonna trample people, which does 3 damage to a random hit location. And that combos with trample. So we will deal with that. He's also got hypermetabolism. If he eats anything, he gets more speed tokens, which is pretty insane, and that I think is all. No, he has Indomitable as well. The old Indomitable trait. Yeah, I will copy this. So Indomitable, if he attacks or is attacked, he stands at the end of that attack. So when he gets knocked down, he's going to get back up almost all the time. Not during an attack, like if you not come down in the middle of attack, one other survivor benefits. Because it's at the end of an attack. I think it's at the end of a fresh attack. He stands up. It might be all the time. I'm not 100% sure now. It's been a little bit since I played. I'm going to get some things wrong. 12, 8, and 2. So 12, 8, 2. That's all of the cards into one deck. Most dangerous card is getting eaten. Obviously, we do not want to get eaten. So we're going to have to look out for that. But yeah, this is what we're dealing with. Otherwise, he is just a screaming antelope. He has some decent cards. Like anytime he stomps and snorts is what we want to see. And let me set up his Showdown. I don't know if she's gonna listen to me. No. Here, hold on a minute. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for the delay. I wanted to see what she was upset about. And then I decided to use the bathroom real quick. Anyway, I'm looking for Showdown setup. 4 Antelope events. They are first, third. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I am going to be mineral gathering. We shall put it here. And the antelope is going to be on the space after that. Now there is a very high chance that he causes starvation for us. This is bad, unfortunately. There's nothing I can really do about it. So I'm hoping if it happens, D5 I roll low. We have 3 iron to burn. Anything 3 or under, I'm okay with. Losing iron sucks, but I don't want to lose a love Jesus. So we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, I think that's all I need for the Showdown setup. I'm just trying to go over everything and make sure I've got this all done right. Now, let's get the departing things going. We are taking Lucina. Right, I need to pick up everything and put it back down. Okay. Lucina, she's got the shield. That is her main thing. We gave her a luck token. And she has the 1 evasion token for the rawhide. We get 3 survival for departing. She gets 2 for the rawhide stuff and 2 for the dried acanthus. And generally, the support and the tank, she has Leader Tumble, which is a huge boon if you're grinding Antelope. And of course, she is indecisive, which sucks, but what are you gonna do? Ageless, she doesn't have to gain any hunt XP, which we probably will not gain any. As she would hit 4th age, but don't want her to get murdered, so we need to keep her under other people that are higher. But that is Lucina. I think there's no departing benefits this year. No. Okay. Sheena. Sheena is joining us this time. She's joining us as she also has Tumble and some okay. She's just generally okay. She is close to retirement, so this is also to keep her as the murder target. In fact, she is going to retire after this hunt. Since we gained 2 XP, so I can only really do this once, but we're going to use her now. So Sheena's the Phoenix set armor. She is insane. When we depart, we will gain 2 more insanity. For the Phoenix stuff, we get 3 survival. For departing, we have a green, a blue, and a red. So the first hit each round, we will just suffer brain damage instead. Oh, she has the bone dagger. Hold on a second, I might want that wishbone back. You know what, I literally did not pay attention to the fact I just moved my dagger. I was wondering where it was. Benefit from extras on Minerva here. So I knew I didn't lose my bone dagger. You guys have no idea how little attention I paid to that. The wishbone would be good to keep. This is an extra. If I get rid of something red left, I might just keep it. I'm just gonna keep it on her. Whatever, it's fine. Because I get that ability to proc. Oh no, I don't have this ability to proc, right? I don't have a green facing right. I just get this to proc. We get the evasion token. I will keep it for the extra evasion token. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. Anyway, any other benefits here? I don't think there are. So generally, we just want to do damage with this. We're at 7, and we have to beat a 16 with 2 dice rolls. It's pretty decent odds. What is it, like 4 and 4? We need at least a 5 and a 4 out of the rolls. So, we're probably about average at doing damage. Plus charge circumvents a lot of the power. She's bringing another pair of bandages just in case. And I think she is good to go. A bell, we're gonna gain 3 for departing, 2 for the leather bracers. We have the 2 evasion tokens. Thanks to the monster grease and 3 green affinities. There we go. Timeless Eye, counterweighted axe, you know how this works. Also ageless. Rhythm Chaser, I need to remember on arrival, we'll have an extra evasion token until I fall over. He is indecisive as well, which does suck. And squeamish. Oh, I forgot he's squeamish. This is why we can't use him here. Okay, I thought I had this all planned out, but I do not have it all planned out. Alright, let me -2. I'll keep the 3 survival for departing. And she only got 3 for departing. That's fine. As long as they go out. Let me think about this. I forgot he's squeamish. Because right now I do not have a Timeless Eye character. And unfortunately, Squeamish is... gonna take away 2 of my evasion, which is really quite good. I could just switch these two. That's the easy thing I could do. Alright, I'm just gonna switch these two. That's fine. This makes... So between Sheena and Lucina, we're taking them because they both have tumble. Just swap our character here. Real fast. And fix everything that I did. So basically, she's gonna be a 10 insanity because of Leather Mask anyway. He gets 2 insanity for the Phoenix gear. That is all fine, well and good. I'm just not gonna be hitting on 9s and 10s. This is because I spent all my stuff fixing it instead of adding time aside people that probably needed it. On the bright side, she gets 2 extra survival for the leather bracers. She can make use of the 2 evasion tokens. And she put mineral gathering on the thing. This is over here. Alright, we're gonna say we did that. So that's those 3. There's nothing stinky on this grid. I guess him being our powerhouse, this will work out fine. Hopefully. Not ideal. Yeah, I don't have an alternative person with Combo Master time aside. Aversa we can't really utilize currently, at least not the way I want to, until I get rid of Vestaphobia. I could just bring an incomplete set of lion gear, I suppose. Because you can't wear the coat, but then I lose out on the stats. I keep the charm. So the strength doesn't matter, I just lose a speed token, which means we only throw 3 dice. I was going to bring Minerva, because she can tank a ton of damage, and now I'm thinking maybe I should bring Minerva instead of Sheena. Maybe just don't bring Sheena. Let me do all this quick, just to see what we would be at. We would be at 31333. The odds of her dying to any body blow would be quite high. She could take 1 hit, as it's +2 damage. Take 1 hit from like a basic action on the body. Body, the most common spot to get hit. I feel like it might not be worth it. But if I'm going for raw power and the dagger, I do need to get up. That's one of the things I want to master. She also has Tinker. This is a big decision here. This is a real big decision. I'm gonna stick with Minerva. I want the extra safety and security. Also, we can make her a dagger user instead of a fist and tooth backup. I haven't used her in a long time. Alright, we're gonna keep this. I really do want the 2 tumbles because it's 2 different targets for Diabolical if I play my cards correctly here. And this person needs, even though they only perfect hit on 10s now, they have Thrill Seeker. So they get twice as much survival. Anyway, Minerva's the last one. We get 3 for departing, and that is all the survival we get. I think we have the 1 extra movement for... Oh no, we do not have the... We don't have the luck. That was on the last hunt. And we don't have an extra movement. Because the boots does not have its red thing. 1, 2... Oh, I do need the double dagger. Right, that's why I need 2 daggers. It's only 4, we need 5. Alright, this is fine. He's going to not have his extra evade open. Unless there's some genius way for me to get a red meld on this character. I don't have a red pointing down, right? Phoenix armor continues to be a problem. One of the things we're going to get from this fight, if I win, is the Barber Surgeon. Probably something I could have picked up earlier if I just fought a level 2 Antelope. But I did not end up grinding the Screaming Antelope all campaign. I wanted to get the Phoenix stuff and avoid grinding the Screaming Antelope. I didn't want to abuse it. But now, the Phoenix armor is problematic to get together. So I don't need these bandages on him because we can do this. Which makes a green. The only thing I would need is some sort of like red. But there is no red. Don't think I'm gonna need these bandages in general. Excuse me. But I only have red facing right. I can take a dry decanth. Or leave the slot open so I can get an item or founding stone. I really wish the Phoenix Grease faced left with red or some other combination, or that these had some sort of affinities. Phoenix armor is so good if you pull it off though. Yeah, we're just not gonna worry about his benefits. So, that's fine. That's fine. And I will leave the slot open just in case. We'll stick with this instead. And then we have Red Charm. We definitely want Red Charm to more guarantee the fact that we wound, as well as the speed. And if I need even more speed, I guess the last thing I want to do is I really would like time aside here. I just Yeah, let me think about this further. Maybe he should use counterweighted axe. Can I get a down? I can't get it down right. Counterweighted axe is a puzzle piece. It needs to be fine. It's either I sack the evasion of this guy. I sacrifice 2 evasion to do big damage. I need to think of my general strategy. I have leader on this person, so I can increase his number of attacks. For 3 dice that 9s or 10s just auto wound. And we want to kill the beast as fast as possibly can. I know, I'm sorry this is taking a while before we get started, but I need to further think. Combination of squeamish and vestophobia is hurting my best bets. You know what? I am going to keep him on here. I'm gonna sack the evasion for the potential power. I know. You guys are like, ah! Changing equipment. I could just switch the... instead of switching the characters, I could switch where the equipment, but whatever. I do it this way. Alright, so yeah, I took away 2 survival on her. He ends up with the 2 extra survival, which I think puts him at 8. We're gonna lose this. Which also means I won't be at the end of my act doing the thing. Which means she can use this to get the evasion token anyway. And this one's gone. So this circumvents squeamish. This gives me timeless eye on a counterweighted axe character. I also like the fact he has 5 strength. 5 and 4 is 9. And then you need a 7 or higher for 16. So is it good odds to wound even if I don't get the 9 or 10? Which is better than her swinging it with only 3 strength, and the Phoenix armor with the lantern glaive ups that, so she reasonably wounds. He reasonably wounds, and I think that's the most important thing, is reasonably killing the monster instead of like whiffing and letting the fight drag on. So the last one is Minerva. She's immortal and a thrill seeker. I think she'll be okay. She'll probably be better off than what's her name, considering. So we're gonna roll with this. So we got Minerva, we got Belle, we got Sheena, we got Lucina. Everyone was set up for departing. I know that took a while. I think we're ready to begin. And, so don't mind me. Whose monster controller is green? So Belle is first on the hunt. I'll put him there, and then we're gonna have Minerva, Lucina, and Sheena. I think we're all ready to go. I'm just gonna reshuffle this and this. And yeah, wish me luck. Dead Antelope were struck by the scent of a rotting meat wafting from a hulking corpse ahead. The event revealer may lead us to investigate, and if they do, gain 1 random vermin resource, 2 random screaming antelope resources, and roll 1d10. On a 7+, we're startled by the arrival of the antelope's killer, a white lion. So we start the showdown with the white lion that is 1 higher. Which would cap at 3. We really don't want to fight the white lion. I could kill the white lion pretty easily, but I don't want to fight the white lion. We also don't want to immediately start the showdown. We want to get stuff. So I will roll a random hunt event. I will not investigate. Who has survival to this rerolls? This is a 7+. I have 1 on Sheena. I may as well use since she's gonna retire. Man, the voice of reason? The Belle's been around since eternity. Oh, we have 1 survival to fittest reroll. You know how tempting it is to do this? Don't do it. Let's do a random hunt event. Okay, we have a 30. Hunt event 30. Rotten faces. Stone faces start to give under our feet. They are bloated and smell terrible. Everyone rolls 1d10. So, we have indecision. Is the event revealer of a hunt, and he's making a roll. So he's rolling twice, choosing the lowest result. So we're gonna have 2 for number 1, and then 1 and 1 left or right. You guys know how I do. Oh wait, he's not the event revealer. I'm gonna re-roll that 8, because I just took a random dice away. The event revealer is him. He's indecisive. So that's got a 7, and he's got a and a 9. Okay, so that's the results. We got a 10, a 6, a 7, and a 2. Alright, 2. Mired, you struggle to break free. Roll again on this table, or spend 1 survival to escape. Don't want to lose my leg armor to muck. But I'm just gonna roll again. So we'll roll again. Alright. The 4. To the 5, we roll again. We're hoping for not a 1. Hey, you got 2 10s now. 6. 6 and 7 escape without incident. The 2 10s find something gross drudging through the rot and gain a random basic read. Not bad. But yes, because I switched a lot of my cards, even these, the script is now dead, so I have to manually copy, which I like. Because when this thing copied and I had to pull out from here all the time, there was a lot of problems with that. Alright, who got the resource? Got a 10 and a 10, so you can hold the organ, you can hold the hide. And that's great. We'll leave those there. So, random hunt event done. This here. Another random hunt event. This is Minerva. She is immortal, so no indecision, whatnot. We have a 91. The beginning. Stumble upon the scene of their settlement's first hunt. Whether they've seen it themselves or heard of it through stories, they immediately recognize it. Seeing the spot of their settlement's first triumph is electrifying. Each survivor gains 1 survival. If we have saga, we each gain 1 courage. If we have storytelling, we each gain 1 understanding. We do have saga, so we gain a courage and a survival. Pretty cool. It's gonna make her bold and prepared, so we'll do that in a minute. Survival, courage, bold, prepared. Survival, courage. Survival, courage. Alright, we have 2 hunt phase milestone. Old. 2 triumphs. Got some Smash Brothers music playing. Very triumphant. A 6 and a 2. So the 6 left to right is gain 1 understanding for the old Wombo combo. That does nothing for Lucina. Let me get prepared for these guys. That back. Scoot these over. See, this is the thing. The overlapping here makes me wish we had more space. So yeah, and these are gonna look different to those. They actually do seem to be a little too small. I think it's just that's slightly bigger. Let Let me see if I can. If I put this down and then this on top. I don't know if all of them adjusted to the size of this, but whatever. Well, I'll eventually get the size issue fixed with all the different cards. Or we'll move to the other table someday. Who else got prepared? No, you. Okay, the 2 gain +1 speed token for the next showdown. I'm gonna put abilities before fighting arts. So they have +1 speed. That's pretty cool, actually. It's gonna help. Alright. Oh yeah, and this is back over here. So we got the courage, we got the survival. No understanding. I don't have storytelling. I think. No. So I think we're done with this hunt event. This can go back in here. Third event, Skittish. Antelope moves 1 space away from us. Roll a random hunt event. That is a 3. Cancer pigeons, surrounded by the echoing coo of infant babble. Strange baby-faced birds circle overhead, griped with instinctual horror. We break into a run. Everyone rolls 1d10. Lowest scoring survivor, or survivors, in case it ties, becomes a straggler. If any survivor has noisy gear, plus 2 to their roll. Each straggler rolls 1d10. Yes, any survivor has a whip, they crack it, scattering many of the birds. Each straggler adds +4 to their roll. So, first of all, event revealer is Lucina. She is indecisive, so now she gets 2 dice. For this event, she's also prepared, so she's gonna add all her hunt XP, and her result is really 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. It's really 13. Let me just... It's fucking high. It's a 14. She's got a 14 here. 1, 4, 14. The others... Alright, we got a 3, and that's also really fucking high. We got a 9, and also really fucking high. And then we got a 3, and she's not prepared. So Minerva is the straggler. +4, because we have a whip, so that's a 7. You escape the terrible creatures. Alright, fantastic. So far, not a very good hunt phase. Random hunt event for Sheena. $83. This is the fucking grass. Oh, 82 is. Okay. I am so sick of this grass. How many times have I rolled 82 in this campaign? And last time I played KDM with my friends, they got consuming grass as well, although they made it out fine. Flesh monolith. We approach a 5-sided monolith made of flesh that stretches into the darkness overhead. Limbs and faces, both human and bizarre, protrude from all sides. The event revealer gains 1 courage and investigates. So, Sheena is not gimped. We get a 10! 10 plus. As the survivors draw near, they discover that this flesh monolith is actually an enormous pile of survivors' corpses, many with badly broken limbs, piles covered in chunks of strange, sweet-smelling viscera. Really? The settlement has graves. You ascend the heap and find 3 barely living survivors, their bodies devoid of nourishment and their eyes too sensitive for lantern light. If you return to the settlement, +3 population. These new survivors cannot depart for 2 lantern years as they need to recover. Note this on the timeline. Otherwise, all you manage to harvest from the pile of emaciated corpses is a 2-organ basic resource. Their skin is too soft and bones too brittle to be of any. Okay, so huge boon for Graves. We are Graves. Another reason why cannibalism is often scoffed at in favor of Graves. But this should have been, this human pile should have been a huge boon. If you get a 10 for cannibalism, it should have been a huge resource boon if you make it back. So what I want is this token. I need a reminder token. And if we succeed this hunt and don't party wipe, this will be an achievement, I suppose. So this is hunt event 83 result 10. Gain 3 population if you return to settlement. They cannot depart for 2 lantern years. Mark on timeline. Okay. Very interesting. So, Flesh Monolith. We might rescue people. We don't know yet. They're trudging with us in the darkness. That goes there. Rando Hunto. Or a bell. 96. Cloaked Stranger. Cloaked form steps out from a patch of darkness ahead of the survivors. It is ill-fitting, or I guess its ill-fitting garment shifts atop its form, and its trudging leaves dark black puddles in the mouths of the rain-slick stone on the ground. The event revealer approaches the stranger and rolls 1d10. A bell is indecisive. So he rolls 2d10, and he picks a 2. Indecisive, terrible. Stranger approach fills your ears with painful static. There's a flash of light and a loud crack. You fall to the ground, holding your bloody chest in pain. Suffered a ruptured spleen, severe body injury. All non-death survivors suffer 2 brain event damage. He just whipped us. What a bitch. Flash of light and a loud crack. Well, that doesn't mean he whipped us, he shot us. It's the, could be the manhunter. Too bad I couldn't roll a 3 with one of those. Would have been better. Alright, ruptured spleen I think is just 2. What is it? Ruptured spleen. Skip the next hunt, gain 2 bleeding tokens. Alright, so Abel has to skip the next hunt. He's starting off bleeding. And that was hunt event 96. What else do I have to do? Everyone takes 2 brain damage. That's all non-death survivor. So this is actually good brain damage because it puts me in the safety threshold without having to go out of my way to not die to the Screaming Antelope's ability. But still sucks. Got shot by the damn manhunter, whoever it was. The bitch. Overwhelming darkness. What is this? This is a triggered event. Okay, overwhelming darkness. We're all Path of the Brave. Overwhelming darkness is not a hunt event. So we are not indecisive. Yeah. So 8, 7, 5, 10. 10. Emerge from the darkness with a new perspective. Gain the leader fighting art. LOL. Already have it. It's 5. Is the giant goddamn whale. Gain a -1 evasion token. After this event, all other survivors gain 1 survival from your bold display. So -1 evade, not a big deal. Everyone else gains a survival. That max, that 5, 7 and 8. They suffer 1 event damage to the arms. Always the arm. You got 7 and 8 though. Yeah. Okay. Easy, overwhelming darkness every time. Stampede! A thunderous boom approaches. The survivors may hide. If they do, move the quarry 1 space back. Otherwise, all survivors gain +1 courage, and the event revealer rolls 1d10. Wait, when it says back, does that mean back here? Yeah, back away. I wish they would have standardized that language. Hold on a second. Sip my drink. If I roll a 2, it's gonna suck. If I roll a 2 to 7, that's fine. We're gonna get the courage. Everyone's gonna gain a courage. I want to avoid starvation if possible. If I start the showdown now, that's fine. And she is bold and prepared. She also gains a +1 speed token till the end of the hunt. And prepared. Gotta love prepared. Okay. With all that, I'm gonna roll dice with the event revealer for this. Minerva? Good. If it was someone with indecision, that probably would have been bad. We do get the 9. So, we corner one of the stampeding antelopes and start the showdown immediately. No mineral gathering for me. And it looks like we would have been fine heading towards starvation, but that's alright. Alright. Starting the showdown. Move these guys here. Let's move the dice here. And this one. Good time for Mega Man boss music. I'll shuffle those again just in case. This is all set. Antelope is all set. So this is the level 3 Screaming Antelope. We got 3 acanthus plants, 1 bug spot until that gets nerfed in the future, probably. So acanthus, acanthus, bug spot, bug patch. Wait, does it actually say bug spot? Does say bug spot. I love Kingdom Death so much, but they really do need a very thorough typo checker. Not just typo, but someone to really go through all the rules as best as they can and standardize the language so all the language is the same. Try to eliminate some of the obscurities. But anyway, 2 random terrain cards, monster in the center or on either side of the board edge. So we've got some tall grass, which is really good, and some debris as well. So we got tall grass, we have acanthus plants, 2 more. And we have the bug patch. I'll get the other guy this time. I'll get the beetles. And some debris. Is the debris. Debris? Here's the debris. Oh, this doesn't really give me anything I want except a random basic resource. Let me think about this real quick. We need to, 1, set up the bug patch, 4 down. I think it's 4. It's 5 down. 4, 5. Yeah, that's correct. And I'm gonna just start on the left-hand side as I usually do. Leave a grass here. Damn, Screaming Antelope still has the, You know what I should do is see if the other person's mod has a different antelope model. That's a good idea. So the one thing is about this antelope is this model, man, has the damn leg problem. Alright. I'll do my usual setup here. I'll leave 2 of these next to the antelope. So here's the thing about the Screaming Antelope. You have to remember on his first turn, and he has how much movement? Only 8? On his first turn, he's likely to eat something and then he's gonna diabolical. So we actually don't want to be standing here. Debris adjacent to any board edge, let's put it down here. Actually, the debris can go here. At some point I'll get it. Tall grass, number 1. I will put in the middle of all of this acanthus. And then tall grass number 2, if I stick around this corner here. 4. I will put it here. It's at least 4 away, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4 away. So we'll do it like this. We'll stay to the left-hand side if I can manage it. On arrival, Song of the Brave. This is gone. Who's got the band-aids? He does. May wanna fix up our boy just to avoid any disaster. On arrival, I have no on arrival effects, nor do I. We do not gain this benefit, so we are good to go. A bell on arrival. We have Rhythm Chaser, so we do gain 1 evasion token. And Minerva does not have any benefits. So with that in mind, here's what we would like to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are all going to be 8 away as long as the antelope doesn't do anything insane to us. I'm gonna put Minerva here, because ideally she can hit the antelope and then get out of range. She can go first. Gonna put a bell here. I will put Sheena here. And Lucina here, I suppose. These 2 can move down. I think we do a split like such. If the antelope eats an acanthus plant, he's gonna have an additional damn speed token. Gonna be ridiculous to deal with. So we do want to harvest as aggressively as we can. The other thing I want to do, I suppose, is charge with the belt if possible. So maybe I start up in the corner. Or Sheena. Sheena is charging. So if Sheena starts in a corner, we can just charge and hit the thing. We do have Tumble. So if I lead the Antelope into the corner... Ooh, maybe I should move this grass for some corner play. I have to play really smart to like keep him up here. I feel like Lucina should be up here. Then I can go into the grass. Alright. I'm not sure where the best spot for this tall grass would be. Both of these, actually. I'm thinking I want one in the corner. The beast is gonna be in the corner. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. One here as well. And I'm also thinking, since he's gonna diabolical forward, if I'm gonna fight him in the corner, I actually want these away from him. Different kinds of tactics. So these can be further away. This way he'll definitely come to us, and then he'll never be in range to eat more crap. And once he becomes really stupid and starts spinning around all day, maybe I can farm things at the end. Alright, I think we are all set. Let's get this showdown on the road. Screaming Antelope's turn. Crush and Devour, the card we don't want to see, but it's okay to come up first. The closest threat in field of view in range, no one is in range of 8. Closest survivor in range, no target grade. So this will be discarded. He will be grazing. We'll move to the closest Acanthus plant end its turn. If it's on or adjacent to it, he will be on it. He eats. And because he eats, he gains a speed token due to hypermetabolism. And he heals 1, but there's nothing to heal. Then Diabolical happens. At the end of his turn, target a random survivor in the trample zone. We'll move through the target, move the monster through, and pass the survivor. If there is no target, we'll move forward. There is no target in the trample zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He is right here. Okay. So it didn't exactly work out the way I had hoped, but this is something. Now, I'm going to be playing a little slow, as I really need to think of clever ways to cripple this beast. Crush and Devour is gone. That's the only copy of the card in the deck, I believe. Who wants to start? Also, just to check. So, Immortal cannot spend Survival while insane, which is fine. Seizures. If I'm hit in the head, I get knocked down. Dodge an extra time per round. Alright. I have to plan this out really well. Sheena, what is your movement? Movement is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I land on the debris. I charge forward. And I will be facing, well, in the front facing, taking the first hit, which is also fine. So I think what I'm going to do is we're gonna start with a bell. So I'm gonna activate a bell. We're going to encourage a bell using our leader trait. Rawhide set bonus, I will lose my survival. Oh yes. What is my final fighting art? Once per showdown, I may select a card from a discard pile or rune stack and place it on top of the AI deck. Ooh, I could get rid of this. Does it say when I can use this? I imagine it's at any point in time. That's... So I can use that before I do wounds, I imagine. Anyway, we've been encouraged. We're gonna gain a +1 speed token for this combat. And then we're gonna move 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna be here on the angle. And we will use the counterweighted axe to attack with a bell. There's gonna be 3 dice, hits on 6, 5, 4, 3, hits on 3s, doing 9 damage a piece, but we want 9s and 10s. Oh shit! Alright, I will use the final fighting art to put that on top of the deck. So that's a once per showdown. I'll make a big reminder token here. Final fighting art used. So I'll just put this like on the final fighting art. To remind me, we've done 2 wounds. And we hit with the 3. So here we go. Unfortunately, I am not a combo master. The Restless Rump. Face away from the attacker, full move forward in a straight line, cancel all hits, now out of range. Okay, so he's already facing away from my attacker, which means he's just gonna move forward, which is pretty good for me. Roll the wound, need to beat a 16. I do get a 7. I think that was the minimum I needed, so it's 4 and 5 is 9, and then 10 is the 7, 6 left is 16. So we do cause a wound on this location. 3 wounds in the first turn, that's really good. Face away from the attacker, full move forward in a straight line, cancel all hits now in range. So yeah, I would say since I'm on this corner, this is away, and probably this is away since I'm above. We're gonna just go forward. This is advantageous for me. And now I play monsters. Advantage normally. I wish you could Alright, I'm gonna lock him in place. Boosh. Okay, he's locked now. So he's out of range of a bell. I do want to do as much damage as possible, but I don't want to just carelessly waste survival. So we'll leave that as is for the time being. Really good first turn. What the hell are we listening to? Second person to go. Probably we want Lucina. Since Crush and Devour is gone, I don't know if I care about what his next card drawn is. So I'm gonna have Lucina activate, and we're gonna bandage a bell. Just for safety. And we will leave that as our turn. Right? What does this do? No longer knocked down after collision with a monster. I need to keep that in mind. Probably forgotten about that rule quite a lot. Defend the Fort Climax. Legend of the Dragon. Spyro. Alright, we're gonna go with Minerva. Well, what is 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. I already drew the run away from him. Yeah, we just drew this hit location. Turn away. So the next one I draw is gonna be turn towards, if I get it. So we're gonna 1, 2, 3. Well, we're gonna attack first here. We're just gonna attack first, right? This is what I need to set up. Minerva's positioning is gonna be really important. I should have thought about pounce, but I did not. We +1 speed for the round, so that is fine. Your weapons or your claws, we have another speed, so we're throwing 5 dice on this turn. 3 and 2. I did not pounce, so we're not getting the strength, which doesn't matter because we are unstoppable. We are a thrill seeker. I cannot spend any survival anyway, so 5 dice. We have 1, 2 hits with 2 accuracy, so we hit on a 5. So we actually have 3 hits. 2, 3. Alright, I will do the teeth first, I will do the tongue, and then I'll do the furry throat. 3 are the best locations. We'll do it in this order. So I wound on a 6 or higher. Alright, we failed to wound the first location, second location. We have failed to wound the second location, and third location. Okay, we do cause a wound on the furry throat. Nothing fancy. I cannot surge and stuff, and now I will move. So we have a movement of 5. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. Antelope is gonna be going that way. And I don't want to agitate it, so we'll actually just go here. I'm gonna be out of range, fortunately, next turn. But Minerva will be here. Nice to see her again. Why are you guys all like sideways and stuff? How did you all end up sideways? Okay, Sheena's the last one. We're going to activate her. She went. Gonna do big damage. We're gonna charge 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 spaces, so +6 strength. Charge, Phoenix armor benefit. We have 3 dice for this attack as we have a speed token for the Showdown. Anything else? Yeah, 3 dice for the attack. We want no ones, hopefully. We hit on a 6. So let's see what happens. That is 2 hits. I guess that's above average. We do hit the trap card, unfortunately. So, early trap. Whale and slide. Attacker is doomed. All survivors adjacent to the monster will take 2 brain damage. That's Sheena. 2 brain damage. And then knock back 5 and knock down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm here. I'm knocked down. I think. Don't ignore knockdown, right? Not ignore knockdown. This might be okay. Is that he's gonna land on his belly and slide on his teeth. Go directly away from the attacker. We'll move forward in a straight line, and if he collided, he'd do disorders. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he is over here now. Which is not ideal for Minerva. But 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could run up here to be the closest. take the charge so that the monster is still in this row. Or I let Minerva get trampled on the next turn. We will see what happens. He could stomp and snort, I suppose. Alright, so that was the trap card. Wait, let me read that again. Trap card. Is it 2 per monster level? It is per monster level, so he's a level 3, so we took 6. I knew I did something wrong. Alright, no one ended next to it for this, so no 3 damage to our brains. Now we shuffle this then. Okay, so 4 damage on the first turn is okay. I would say not ideal, but okay. I'm probably going to spend a lot of survival to get out of the way here. I'm going to surge with Lucina. Let's roll the dice. I lose that survival again. Don't like seeing my armor fail, but that's alright. And we're going to scry with the rawhide headband. So a chow down. This could be really beneficial. And then ram is furthest threatened. So furthest threatened range, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is Lucina. The bell's not in range, so it would go up to Lucina. And then it would random to head towards Sheena or through Lucina and the bell. This does insane damage though, and it is rolling 5 dice, even though I'm in the grass. I only have 2 evasion, so that'd be 4 evasion in the grass. This thing is hitting me. Oh, I forgot. This thing has evasion. I think we're fine. The counterweighted axe might have missed. No, he had +3 accuracy. Okay, so the counterweighted axe's hit did miss, because I hit on a 3. I actually hit on a 4. I'm going to... Took him out left to right, so we don't know about that. I forgot about his evasion. It's actually Ravenous and Showdown. I never hit this thing, which fucks everything up, but that's okay. I'm gonna give him his HP back. I think the other hits did hit. She hits on 5. She didn't cause any wounds with it. I generally fucked up, so we're gonna add that to the cheat. Because I think she rolled I don't remember, she got a 5 or she was over. But I need to keep in mind. The next campaign, we're gonna try to keep that number down. Well, the left number down. Because the one in brackets is gonna be global. Anyway, these are the 2 cards. So, chow down, full move to the closest acanthus plant. So that means the antelope's gonna go to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's gonna go here. And then he's gonna move forward this way. Not ideal. Especially since this is gonna be on top of the deck. So, Ravenous. Closest survivor with consumable gear in range. It might be better if I just aggressively dash now. Alright, we're gonna leave Chow down on top. We're gonna play aggressive. Let me think about this. But yeah, this snaps now to objects. That is a tabletop feature. Anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's going to be here. Let me mark this with dice. Where his two front bases are. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just making sure. I know he's facing this way at the moment. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he's gonna be there. And then he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's gonna be all the way over here. This is where he's ending up. If I dash now on this turn with all my characters that can, we need to stay off of these two tiles. Because that's where this is the diabolical movement. But we need to get closer to here to try and hurt this guy. Alright, I'm going to have a bell spend a survival to encourage Ina. Please stand. And then I'm going to dash. You know what? Let me really think about this. My whole strategy is about staying in the corner here. But before I do this shit, should I just take the ravenous hit? Closest survivor with consumable gear is in range, right? I can just dash out of the way of this attack, and then... Minerva does not have consumable gear. Lucina does. So it's targeting Lucina, yeah. So what I can do is dash. Don't move yet. Dash out of range, and then Sheena is still the one being targeted. Minerva is going to want to dash out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so he'll run over Minerva. We just moved Minerva, which means I can move her up. He's going to be here. And then Lucina has a chance of avoiding him with Tumble, which is why we brought her. So I am going to actually put Ravenous on top. Ignore these dice. Alright, so before the end of the turn... Oh, Minerva can't spend survival. So I'm immortal. I'll take 4 damage. The 4 was trample. It's only 3 damage because it's level 3. It doesn't get the +2. So we'll just take 3 brain damage. Not a big deal. Alright. This is fine. Fine. We'll end the turn then. So we get this back. This is gone. I'll just leave it up there. And the Screaming Antelope will go. Ravenous. The closest survivor with consumable gear is Lucina. So we're going to... Well, I want to dash with Lucina now. We're going to dash. I'll lose the survival. Rawhide's just not functioning today. We're gonna go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we're already the target, so we're dashing on the flow. I'm in the other grass. I want to stay in this row as he's gonna come and chase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so he's here. He runs over Minerva. Minerva gets trampled. take 3. I don't know why I rolled that. We take 3 damage to the brain as we are immortal. I think we're immortal. Yeah. Oh, right. I'm immortal. I did not take arm damage. I took a brain damage when, for cutting a path through the darkness on overwhelming darkness. We just lost some insanity. Okay, so we fixed that too. See, I need to slow down. So much info. Alright. Love this game though. I wish they made a full video game adaptation of this, because then nothing would go wrong, hopefully. Ah, this is a problem. She might get run over twice if I'm unlucky here. Okay, so Diabolical is gonna proc. At the end of the turn, target a random survivor in the trample zone. So we have a 50-50 between Lucina and Minerva. Has to be random. So we'll do left to right evens odds as usual. We do get evens, that will be Lucina. So he's gonna trample over Lucina. Before he does, Lucina will attempt to tumble out of the way, which she succeeds on a 6+. So if she gets hit on a collision path, she gets placed on the closest free space outside of the path. So we'll be right there. And then it's our turn. Sheena will get up. Minerva will get up. And now I need to plan. So Showdown is currently on top of this deck. We have a fresh, let me make sure this is shuffled, fresh hit location. Remember he is an evasion. Anyone who ends their act next to this guy is gonna suffer brain damage. Lots to keep in mind here. Alright, the first thing that I want to do... What are the odds of her wounding? 4, 5, 6, 7. With 2 dice rolls. 7 and 2 dice rolls. I can get a +1 charge. Although Sheena doesn't want to take brain damage. So if I don't charge this round, it's just a 7. I need the result of 9 out of 2 dice. I think it's doable. We'll go Sheena first. So we're going to attack. 3 dice, Lantern Glaive. See what happens. We do have a 1, so our attack simply fails. This is alright. I will surge. Try again. I don't know why I moved the dice away. Try again. Our attack, so it doesn't fail. Have a perfect hit, doesn't matter. We hit on a 6, a 7. We hit on 7. This is that evasion. So we have 2 hits. That's in the discard. Alright, Restless Muzzle is fine. Furry Throat, also fine. We'll do it in this order. First location. You get a 7 plus Sharp. That's 11 at the moment. Okay, that's definitely a wound. Second location. You get an 8 plus Sharp. Yeah, it's a wound as well. So nice big numbers. Good job, Sheena. Good job. Doing good. This is why we use sharp weapons, even though they can fail. Who wants to go next? I can choose not to gain this gear. So I can just try to get a basic resource. Or Minerva can ditch this fight and get rid of all this. I do need some acanthus as well. And I just mostly focus on killing with a bell. Lucina blocking and taking hits, and trying to dodge the trample. We're just taking the trample damage. We want the Antelope to come back down. Possible. So ideally we want the Antelope to move here, although it'll be more advantageous for him to move this way. So I don't want to end next to it. I could just take some brain damage. Is it 3 brain damage for this? Yeah. I should focus on farming later, but Minerva can't do anything at the moment. 2, 4, 5. But to see what happens with this turn. The problem is... 2, 4. How much movement do you have? You have 5. Yeah, the problem is she's in the way of where I want to be. I could have a bell tank this next attack. And then dodge the trample. So I'm gonna encourage a bell with our leader. Rawhide. Oh my goodness. You know what? Keep losing survival now. Or the Rawhide, maybe we'll get better rolls when it matters. Gonna activate the bell. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here. Hit the screaming Antelope right up its ass. 3 dice. We do have, wow, 2 perfect hits, and this misses because of the evasion. We hit on A4, not A3. So 2 more wounds. Speaking of which, let me double check some stuff. He is axe. So we have wounded with the axe. What's that? Yeah, damage token. They are dagger, and they did wound with the dagger. They are spear, and they've definitely wounded with the spear. And I need to just wound with a shield. Fuck, I forgot about spear specialization. That's okay, it's a May ability, so it sucks for me, but I could have avoided that trap. That's alright. We're in the position we are in now because I let the trap go through. Anyway, we just did 2 more wounds to this, so that's good. Very good. I did draw them out, I think. Here as well. We're gonna surge with a bell. And do it again. Can't believe I've rolled those 9s. Alright, so we have 1, 2 hits. Okay, tongue and inverted knee. I'll do the tongue first. So first location, we fail, of course. Second location, we might succeed. So 5 and 5 is 10, and 4 is only 4. Oh yeah, and he has 7. So we do not succeed. Either of those locations. That's alright. That's a bell and Sheena. Lucina. I'm going to let the Antelope do an unknown card, I think. It will move up 1. And I will attack with my shield. Actually, maybe I should move here. I don't mind dashing with a bell. Yeah, I'll get in the blind spot. So the blind spot will offset the accuracy. So we have an accuracy as well. So we hit on a 5. And swing with our big shield. We do get the hit. The Restless Hoof, I was hoping for a critical spot. We need, what, 2 wounds here? It's 3 and 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need 2 and 6. We need an 8 or higher to wound. A 9 or 10 will crit. We do get a natural lantern 10. So, critical effect. Gain 1 screaming antelope resource. And I destroyed his hoof, which is really good. I wish that affected his diabolical. I have a shank bone. Gained a lucky wound. That was really lucky, actually. The wound. We got our thing. This is a persistent injury. Destroyed hoof. So, destroyed hoof will affect some cards. Don't they still have to fix the Screaming Antelope deck with one of the body parts that can be destroyed, like, doesn't affect any of the cards? Anyway. I think what I'll do if it attacks me... What else do I want to do? I could surge and attack again. Because I could get more crits. Right? It says scrying the AI deck instead of being cautious. I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna do it! We're gonna surge and attack! Fuck it. I keep losing survival. Why can't I get the 50%? Oh, you know what? Maybe it's because it's a girl and this is guy armor. Obviously, we need the girl armor side on. Is that accurate for everybody? Gina, yes. Yes, Abel. And yes, Minerva. Okay. Anywho. Rolling the hit. I do get a perfect hit. Does that matter for me? No. Okay. Got a perfect hit. The magnificent bushy tail. This would help tremendously. The crit. No crit and no wound. Nothing bad happens. Okay. That's fine. And the last one is Minerva. So if I do this correctly, Abel's gonna run away. Which means the Antelope is gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He'll be about here. So what I'm gonna do... 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna have Minerva get this item now. I'm gonna loot the stack. It's a 2. You find nothing, but it's not gone. As per the train rules. So, yeah. I guess that was her turn. This is the next round. Screaming Antelope doing an unknown gore. Full move in the direction the monster is facing and turn to face the closest survivor. Thankfully for me, he's facing the wall, so I get to choose if he goes left or right. What would be more advantageous for the monster? He wants to stay in range. He's gonna pick a random person in range and then move and attack them. And bash. So, like if he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only these two are in range. Although, then he does line up with all 3 of us to diabolical. Whereas if he stays here, all of us are in range. Depending on who he randoms into, He's going to possibly run over multiple people and be in range to diabolical back into multiple people. I think this is more advantageous just for the amount of damage he can cause. It really depends on if Lucina or Sheena are chosen randomly, though. This gives him more options. So we're going to go left. So full move, face the closest survivor, which is Sheena. And then target a random survivor in range. So out of all 4 of them, left or right, you know how I do, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going after a bell. Alright, so he will move forward and then move. I know this thing is pointing towards the corner. If it was in the middle more, he's gonna hit the Lucina and Sheena at this rate. Unless a bell just gets in the way. Actually, I should put a bell here because then he won't move. Oh, yeah, it's a new round. Everybody has their stuff back. So for a bell, I will dash. Since he is the target. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna go in the grass. We're gonna take this hit. And this is gone. Okay, so it's gonna attack a bell. So face him. Excuse me. This is a full move towards, right? Or just a move and attack. So speed is 5. Oh god, I got hiccups, I got coughs. Hold on. Jesus, man. Oh, I forgot. When she ended her act next to the Antelope, she took 3 brain damage because of Legendary Horn. As you know, he's got to do brain damage in every possible way. Less than 5 courage. How much courage do you have? Yeah, she has less than 5. I forgot about that clause, 5 courage. Sheena does not take brain damage for ending next to it. Neither does a bell. Ah, that helps. That helps. Okay. Things to keep in mind. Yeah, 5 attacks on a bell here. I was thinking, before this thing attacks me, we'll just let it, we're gonna let it attack. I don't want to proc the trap and shit. Alright, so of course it rolls high. It's a high roller. So, what is my evasion here? We have 2 plus 2 in the grass, so 4. This thing hits on 6s, which is really pitiful. He's got 4 hits. It's gonna be 2 on the arms, 1 on the head, 1 on the waist. So for this attack, which is doing 3 damage apiece, I will dodge 1 of the arms, and then we will take the other. So we'll dodge this hit. We'll take the other 3. So 3 on the head, 3 on the waist, 3 on the arms. Okay. And then it causes bash. So we would be knocked down, but we ignore bash because we have leather armor. So that is the cart. You know, couldn't we dodge like an extra 1 or 2 of those? Fuck. Alright, now he's gonna diabolical. So he has 3 targets to choose from. Let's do the target a random survivor first. So there's a 1. 1 to 3, left to right would be Sheena. Sheena is the target. Lucina's not in range. So he's gonna be heading this way. How does this work? The closest free space outside the collision path. Minerva is getting smashed in the face again. Before this thing goes, let me think about that. I might want to swing with counter attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's gonna be here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm gonna be out of range unless I dash. So I'm gonna encourage a bell, and this is until the end of the round, right? Yeah, it's until the end of the round. So the round is monster and then survivor turn. So we're gonna encourage the bell. A bell is going to surge. It already used his stuff up here. Because I'm going to be out of range. I can't dash. I do get 1 perfect hit and 2 misses. So we actually cause a wound willy-nilly. Good job, Abel. It was worth for that. Okay, so that's Abel's action. Sheena is going to roll for tumble. She does not succeed, so we're going to get hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's here. Damn debris, man. I don't think I can do anything about that. Alright, he's there. Knocked down, knocked down. 3 damage for Sheena, 3 damage for... Well, Minerva takes 3 brain damage. Still immortal. Sheena takes 3 on the legs. Alright, not a big deal so far. And then at the start of our turn, we will get back up. So this is where we stand. We're gonna start with Minerva and swing with the bone daggers. So this is still 5 dice. We're in the blind spot, so we have that +1 accuracy. We are hitting on 6, I think. It's 7, 6, 5. Blind spot is 4, so we're hitting on the 5 because of the evasion the monster has. And I got 1 hit out of that roll. The restless flank, unstoppable. We do succeed. We cause a wound down to 12, 13 HP, and the monster turns to face the attacker. Alright. So, not bad. And I'm gonna move. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna be here for the time being. Alright, Sheena has the courage to ignore the effect for being next to him, so that's good. I'm gonna charge where Sheena will go with her next. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Antelope is on top of that. We're gonna get a +5 to our attack. We'll use the Lantern Glaive with the speed token. Do get 1, so I fail to do anything. I will surge. We will not have the +5 now. And I will simply attack. Alright, we have 1 hit. I don't think the 4 hits. Hit on a 6. We hit on a 7. Alright, we have 1 hit. Giant teeth, super dense location. First roll, we get 4. Second roll, sharp. So 4 plus 2, it's only 6. But I'm pretty sure we failed. It's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we do fail. Not intimidated by the legendary horns, so we will stay here in place. Lucina will scry. Okay, Buck is not bad. It doesn't draw him an extra card. And Bite does damage. So Buck just means we don't want it to be in the blind spot, which is fine for me. So I think we'll let it Buck. Wait, Bite. Okay, just want to make sure. I'm probably not doing damage. If Sheena's the only one in the way, this thing's gonna be back in the corner. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, Abel is in the perfect spot to attack. Actually, we're gonna wanna have Abel just move there. Lucina can stay put. I do want her to tank things that need to be tanked. And basically, Sheena is gonna get run over, but she might be able to tumble out of the way. And Minerva is not gonna be in range. I might have Minerva go fetch this stuff for me. We'll see. Alright, that ends our turn. Sheena is the controller. All this gets flipped. I am starting to burn my survival. I'm very heavy on survival usage, I realize. Survival's good stuff. Alright, Screaming Antelope's a bucking, so at the start of his turn, anyone in the blind spot's getting kicked. Which, that's pretty bad for a level 3 to do, but just don't be in the blind spot. And then we're gonna get hit by the Diabolical. 6 is a success to tumble out of the way, so he charges forward. He's here, and the nearest spot out of the way would have been there. Gotta love Tumble. Honestly, Tumble, I think, is a great candidate for Sculpture as well as Timeless Eye. If you're not doing Timeless Eye strats, Tumble and Thrill Seeker probably 2 other good choices. Definitely. Maybe Extra Sense. I don't know. Anyway. It's our move. That was a nice simple turn. I need to be careful here. This actually worked out really great. Lucina gonna get a strong charge off again, but Lucina's gotta make sure that happens. Alright, we're gonna have our usual Wombo combo. Our leader's gonna cheer on Abel, or she's just gonna keep coaching him. Alright, we lose the survival again. What the fuck is the point of Rawhide armor? Get the speed token back. Abel will activate. We're gonna swing with the weapon. We got a perfect hit. This does hit and this hits. So 1 perfect hit, 1 wound, 2 hits. Both are good. I'll just do them in this order, left to right. So first location, get a 4. I think that does not wound, right? I need a 7 for him. 4 and 5 is 9, 10, and 6. Yeah, 7. We need a 7 plus. That fails. Second location. Ooh, that succeeds. Another wound for us. And this, we clip the Antelope shoulder and it jumps back. Face the attacker, and without turning, move the monster 1 space directly away from the attacker. Alright, so without face the attacker, this is facing him, and then since we're already against the wall, anytime there's movement on the wall, they have to either move this way or this way. Neither is advantageous for him. I guess this is technically advantageous for him. He actually jumps forward in this scenario. No, that's disadvantageous because then I would capitalize on attack. It's hard to tell because this puts people in. This puts multiple people in the way of his running thing. And yeah, I think this is more advantageous for him because it also weakens my charge. Guys, I need a quick break. I'll be a few minutes. I'm gonna put on my break screen. I gotta use the bathroom. So I will be right back momentarily. Okay, I hope you guys on YouTube fast forwarded and any other video service this ends up on in the future. Sorry for the delay, I just really had to go. I'm back now. Let me get cozy. Gotta pull the table in and all that jazz. Let me get a sip of my water here. Okay, where were we? A bell had just made an attack, caused 1 wound, and I have not surged yet, so we're gonna surge with the bell. Do 1 more attack. We got 2 hits, no perfect hits. Try every time, as Mogwai would say. Giant mouth. I don't want to lose my weapon. Okay. We're gonna do this first, and then we're gonna do giant mouth. That's the way I'm feeling. So, first location. We do cause a wound with a 7, so we do not fail. Barely succeed, cause another wound. Second location. Okay, we fail, but it's not a 1 or 2. So, reflex. He won't eat our weapon, and nothing bad happens. Fail. So that's all well and good. A bell will now move. Let me think about this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm actually gonna go here. What the heck is this? Oh, Mario vs. Donkey Kong 2 game over? Really? They play some weird music on this. Alright, we're gonna have to enjoy it though. Who's next? Lucina does need to get out of the way. Alright, we're gonna activate Lucina, and I'm actually gonna scry in advance. We do have the Stomp and Snort. I would like to get rid of Great Kick. Destroyed Hoof. This is actually good to keep. Destroyed the Hoof. Ah, so he's just gonna be knocked down. We want to keep this in the stack, so I might just end the turn then. If he's knocked down, when the monster is knocked down, he will not diabolical. And since it's in the middle of his attack, he won't stand up until the end of the next attack that I do. I think that's playing. I don't have to worry about Buck. So this way I can set things up. Okay. And if I can keep the knockdown in here, that overrides his diabolical. Wait, let me read Monster's knockdown. If knockdown says until movement, his diabolical might not be skipped because it might be a new activation movement. Let's take a look. Knockdown. How to alphabet. While it is knocked down, yada yada, yada yada, yada, yada yada. During a flow, cancel any remaining actions on the card. It stands when it draws an AI card, a trap is played, or at the start of the next monster turn. So he will actually not perform diabolical unless I am mistaken. So yeah, we're gonna let him just be knocked down. Great Kick is actually a glorious card. Okay, so that was Lucina's scry. Then, since the diabolical doesn't matter, we can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I want to start harvesting stuff. He's getting closer to dead. You know what? I should have Lucina be early for this. Sheena. Have Sheena go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can go here, and I don't have to get tackled. So 1, 5, 6. Well, I want to pick up this debris. So we're gonna have Sheena attempt to dig the debris. Not perfect, but oh, I do get the 4 to 6. Very lucky. So we find useful remains. We will get random basic. Remember, I'm the cloner now. Let's not ruin the deck. Alright, so we got that. This is gone. And we'll be in range to charge, which is fine. Later. Fine. We'll be in range to charge on the next turn. Minerva's gonna start farming. I don't think we need her for the rest of the fight. Haven't had the best red charm luck in this. So 5 movement. We're gonna go 1, 2, 5. And yeah. I think that's all I'm gonna do. So we will end our turn. Thing resets. Gone. Antelope gets knocked down. Wish there was like. Hold on. There you go. Kinda better. Not really. Maybe I can flick him. Do some hot flicking action. Wait. Alright, I know where he is. He's in the grass. Touching the grass in the other 4. So he's knocked down. His hoof gives out on him. And Diabolical is skipped, I believe, because he's knocked down. So yeah, that ends the turn. Our turn. I'm gonna go with Minerva first. We're gonna go 1, 2, 4, 5. We're gonna fetch this acanthus plant. Looking for some 8s or higher. Got 2. Like ants bit my arm. Yep. We're immortal. So it bit our minds. It didn't really bite us. No way. Love this song from Mega Man. Ending. Alright, that was Minerva. We're gonna do the Wombo combo. We're gonna encourage a bell. Okay. Like, come on, Rawhide. What did I do to you today? What's wrong, Rawhide armor set? Honestly, you've been really good all campaign. Now you're below average. Gonna have a bell go. Got a speed token from leader. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll be right here, which is 2-way. It hits the Antelope who's on that corner. We hit on 3s no matter what, because it's knocked down. I believe no modifiers apply. Place of normal accuracy. Yes. Got 1 perfect hit, so that's a wound. And 2 more hits. The wounding on 7s. Reflexes are cancelled as it is knocked down. Doesn't matter what order I do then. Got an 8, that'll be another wound. The reflexes are cancelled, so we actually do not disable the powerful running muscles of the beast. One of the rare circumstances where it works against you. And this will be cancelled too. Good. Another wound. We are kicking this thing's ass. Alright, and then he's indomitable, so he stands up at the end of the attack. He's got 8 cards left in this hit location deck. I'm gonna Surge, because gotta be brave and kill it. Not adjacent to anyone, so it's a good time to hit its scrap card. Okay, I got 2 perfect hits and a miss. Thankfully, my weapon is not early iron. Jesus, I'm on a fucking roll. It's a really good thing I had a Bell's activation just so I could have Timeless Eye with this counter reacts. So OP. Yeah, guys, if you want to win a campaign of KDM, if you want to make it really trivial, get the strongest armor sets you can. Put Timeless Eye on Sculpture, that's a no-brainer. And fucking do the Bone Witch, lower your accuracy so you can like only hit on Timeless Eye perfects, and give everybody a counter-weighted axe. Just have 4 counter-weighted, maybe 3, because you still want to support Defender. Or a straight-up Defender and a straight-up support, so maybe even just 2. Anyway, it's a super strong weapon. Which is nice. Sometimes you need some power. Yeah, that was their turn. So he's got 4 HP left. And I did not draw any of the locations. What I'm gonna do is use not you. I'm gonna use Sheena. Sheena's gonna charge. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a full charge of 8 right into the ass of the monster. And I also have 3 dice. Plus 8 damage. Please no 1. Tabletop's declaring this 9, so that is 3 hits in the blind spot. Does the 6 hit too? Wait, 6 might miss. In the blind spot, I nullify the evasion. So that is 3 hits. Trap card. Hey, no trap cards. First strike though. Right, I forgot. We haven't hit this location at all. Alright. I'm actually not insane. Oh, damn. I just suffer brain damage for the eye. Wow, actually not insane. So we'll do it in this order. I think I only need 2s to wound. Let me see. 8 and 3 is 9, 10, 11, and 4. 12, 13, 14, 15. So yeah, I need a 1 to get 6. So no need to roll for sharp. That is a wound. That is that location. Second location, the Restless Shank. Oh. Either way, I get run over, I get back kicked. That's fine. We'll keep it in this order. The back kick won't affect us much. We get a critical wound. Gain a Screaming Antelope resource. Cause a wound. Holy shit, man. Your attack wrecks one of the monster's legs. If insane, you may spend 5 survival to treasure this moment forever and gain permanent movement. Yeah, I can't do that. That would have been an achievement if I could pay for that, though. One of the few ways to get movement. Game. And then the Restless Chest. Alright, we failed to wound the Restless Chest, unfortunately. But it doesn't do its ability. There's only 1 card left for the Antelope. I don't get affected by his thing, since I have 5 courage, so I'm not intimidated by this card. I would like to not kill him so I can continue to farm. So we'll go with Lucina. Gonna look at the AI deck. Beautiful. He will forever knock down, and he actually will never diabolical me because he's knocked down. So we can just farm and then finish him off with a bell or something. I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna move over here. Sheena will spend 1 survival to. He'll be knocked down at the start of the monster turn. Yeah, he's gonna buck first, so we will dash now. 1, 2, 4, 5. I'll just be. So this way I'm not getting bucked. Wow, this is perfect. What a great fight. Oh, we're already victorious. I don't know what to do for myself. We'll just end the turn. Monster's turn. Monster gets knocked down. Doesn't do anything. He's knocked down. You know what I might start doing for the tabletop mod? I was looking into making my own custom token icons, and I'll probably just make a monster knockdown token to put next to it. That's probably what I would do. Anyway, he's knocked down. He skips his turn. How does this work? Maybe I didn't do this right. You guys can explain to me. So, like, the logic here is because you do the special condition, you don't do the attack, right? So he's not doing an attack. He doesn't like get knocked down and stand up because of his dominable. He didn't do an attack. If he drew the card and did the attack, so like he picks target and does this, he would stand up. Does it stands at the end of the attack? That's the thing that confuses me the most. I think basically if he attacked and you surged, so if he did great kick, you surged and knocked him down with a hit location, he would stand up at the end of his attack. I don't know. Somebody help me on Indomitable. If anyone has input. I think I'm doing this right though. He's not doing an attack. Drawing AI is not an attack. The attack profile is the attack. So I think he gets knocked down and doesn't stand up until he draws AI next time, where he will get knocked down again. So he's just gonna forever be knocked down, I think. Since he's gonna be forever knocked down, I'm gonna fast forward this a bit. Minerva is gonna farm the rest of this crap. So first Acanthus is a 4. I think it's fine, nothing. Then the second Acanthus is an 8, so that'll be a fresh Acanthus. The song is gonna get copywritten. Shadow the Hedgehog. Guess we'll find out if Sega is cool or not. Alright, that was the second. Third. Find nothing. Fourth. We gain a survival because we eat something tasty. And then eventually she'll make her way to the bug patch. And we get the 4 up for that, so I gain a random vermin resource and archive the terrain. Got a hissing cockroach. If you're insane, you must consume this. Damn it. I don't want her to consume this. This is fine. Alright, we have to eat this. Gain 2d10 insanity. This is fine. Alright, we gained 11 insanity. Puts us in the danger zone. While this thing is still being knocked down, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna eventually end the turn next to it, which we do not have 5 courage, so we're gonna be intimidated by the screaming horns and the 3 insanity. And then afterwards, I'm gonna move away, so I don't die to fucking, 20 insanity killing an antelope. So, that was, I'm gonna just random, I'm gonna close my eyes. That was like 4 acanthus, 3, 4, and it took about 2 turns to get to the bug patch. And it took about 5 turns to get to the antelope. So, this is approximately there. And then a turn to get away. So, it is the next round, which is ironically back on Minerva. It doesn't matter where that is. We're just going to leave it on Minerva. Fresh round, he's knocked down. Because he's always at the end knocked down. I need to make sure I kill it. So, during all of that, I'm going to say I position Sheena 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 over here so she can dash to the corner. And in the meantime, I'm just going to, for this current turn, we're going to attack with the bell. So, no encouragement. I got a perfect hit, so I do cause 1 wound. The 4 does not hit. The 4 does hit. Okay, so all I need is a 7+ to kill this thing. Alright, we got a 6, so we do not kill it. It is a failure. I'm not adjacent to the monster, so not a big deal. And my big problem is that I might hit the trap card. So we'll surge first and try to kill it with the counterweighted axe. We do kill it with the counterweighted axe. Alright guys, that is one way to deal with a Screaming Antelope level 3. Bring Tumble, and then you get lucky. You just roll 9s all day with your counterweighted axe. Damn, that was like really obnoxiously good. So let me just clear these guys out. Let me clear these cards out. Clear off the tokens. And yeah. Put these back. Shuffle that. So, we make it back home. Let me get that hunt event up. 83. We'll do one thing at a time. I'm going to leave that there. First thing is first. Victory 2+, 2 hunt XP, 1 weapon proficiency, and rewards. We're going to do that first. Lucina is ageless. I will choose not to give her any of that experience. We'll get the weapon proficiency. Sheena gets 2, and she hits age 4 and retires. So there is nothing special for retirement. I keep forgetting she's a fucking spear specialist. I hit the trap. I could ignore the trap. Everyone's a spear specialist. Alright, anyway. So, age 4, let me roll for that next. She's our first person, age 4. I guess I could make that an achievement. She's also our first person to retire. Naturally retire. Alright, age is the rarest resource of all. We got an 11. Gain 1 permanent luck. Right, age 4 is a great way of gaining luck. Since she's retired, she's the murder target. Maybe I should let her get the experience and try to get that luck. Permanent luck. What else do you get for age 4? Draw 5 random fighting arts and gain 1. Does that have a conflict of interest with romantic? I don't know. I would assume this supersedes romantic. Old 18. Permanent evasion, permanent speed, permanent attribute of voice. Honestly, this is some good stuff. I will let her become an elder. I'm gonna have other elders as well. So I actually will let her get. She's got a fucking 19. Almost got that 20. Permanent speed. For Lucina, swinging this beacon shield 2 dice will be funny. Alright, third person, a bell. We'll also let him gain the 2 experience, gain the axe proficiency, and become an elder. So 8 and 6 is a 14, it's a permanent luck, right? Permanent luck on a bell. Not bad, not bad. Minerva gains 2 and 1 for dagger. Alright, that was the first thing. The next thing is rewards. When the monsters defeated anyone 20 plus insanity would have died. We fixed that. Otherwise, we get 6 basic, 8 screaming antelope, 2 vermin, and 1 black lichen green resource. So 6 basic, 8 screaming antelope, and yes, I know you really talented KDM players could farm out this deck on average because you go for clubs and stuff, but we're not really geared towards farming this guy. 2 vermine, please give me a tick. And a black light. Which I need to read what this. Alright. Copy. I don't really need copies of this because they're already copied. So this goes here. Vermin. Oh yeah, that cockroach. Did I delete that cockroach? Did not copy the cockroach. I will go fetch a new cockroach after I'm done recording. Okay, and then these can be deleted because they're already cloned. So we gained all this. A survivor of my choice gains 1 insanity. I will give it to Sheena. Survivor of my choice gains 1 insanity. I will give that to Minerva. Cyclops, fly, sword, beetle. Neither of these things are what we want. And the black lichen, which is in everything. You may consume this. If you do, your lips turn gray, your hair whitens, and you become infertile. Gain 1 courage, 1 understanding, and you suffer the destroyed genitals. Waste severe injury. So, cool. This is gonna be handy. So, this is all the resources we got. Plus this stuff. So, extra shank and a pelt and scrap and an herb and a hide. Not a bad haul overall. Not bad for a level 3 Antelope. Also the legendary horn. Almost forgot. We killed a level 3 that had the card out. They always have the card out. Fills you with power. Okay. We'll see what I can do with all this stuff. Next, before I do that, if we have pottery when we defeat a 2+ Antelope, we gain the Barber Surgeon. So could have gotten this a lot sooner. We finally have access to the Barber Surgeon and all the utility items it produces. I'm going to have to look into these again, see if I want anything. Speed powder is really fucking hard to make. It's like no way to get the second heart except to be eaten and to roll really well. Actually, if you want to go that build, you probably have to rush the storytelling route of innovations and get that book. I forget which one it is, but it gives you an advantage on doing story events of monsters. Anyway, we are. I think that's everything, right? 6, 7. I need to get a hissing cockroach back. Okay, and this can be deleted. Alright, good on me. Now, the last thing is this. So, this will be an unlocked achievement for the graves. We got 3 people. And they cannot depart for 2 lantern years as any time to recover. Now, they don't count as newborns, so they do not benefit from Saga. They do get the Graves benefit. So these 3 people are... Whoops. Plain Janes. Oh wait, you know what? Let me so I don't have to do this 3 times over. So we can add some significance. Guess they were born in the year 20. And right, I forgot I left this on the back of everybody because they were making pretty much every child. It'll be cool if the other mod added stuff like this to the back. You know, just generally more information that people can... I like this stuff. But as of note, they were found in a flesh monolith. Gruesome. Okay, now I can copy this over. Alright, so we got 3 people. I will have to name them. Puts us at 20. And for the next 2 years, so I'll leave them here. We'll mark that on the timeline 2 years from now. So Lantern year 22. You may use the 3 flesh monolith kids. There you go. Actually, they can't depart for 2 years, so it's about to be 21. Ooh, that's an excellent question. When you get the... I think this is right. When you get these guys, it is year 20. if you return to the settlement, you gain these guys. Yeah, and the timeline has not moved forward at this point. So I think it's technically like they have a 1-year recovery. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but that's the way I'm gonna play it, so we will have them soon. Now that we are back, we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 endeavors because of cooking. Which I got rid of the multicolor endeavor thing because it doesn't matter. Streamline this a little bit. Again, save on resources a smidge. This pawn I also should just leave in the game box here because I don't need it. Let's move this over here. Once, okay. That's the Endure token for the People of the Sun campaign. In case we do that, which is possible, I do another one of those. Alright, next it is Lantern Year 21. We have Unfinished Business. I suppose it's triggered. I don't know what it is. Milestone? Fucking Hood of Night. Come to town! If anyone has the Twilight Sword, they duel the knight. So, Draug, who was a wonderful character until he got screwed, has the Twilight Sword and 3... Oh yeah, we didn't give him any specialization towards it. So this is a naked roll. No pluses. He got a 5. His goal is to keep the Twilight Knight busy. So, badly wounded, gaping chest wound, severe injury, and the knight has unfinished business for another 4 years. So that's probably the last time we're gonna see him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Unfinished business. We're gonna see him one more time. And meanwhile, we suffer a gaping chest wound, which is something else I can do. Instead of always referring to it here, I did update. You know, I wasn't using these before. Some of them had typos on them, but we have them now. The new cards from Mr. Slack's mod, and these are correct. Plus they look nicer and a lot of clarity, so I am going to start using as well. We have -1 permanent strength. It'll be a good reminder. Gaping chest wound. I'll be using both the chart for a glance and those moving forward. I'll leave the Twilight Sword out so I know he's got it. Ah, nice. I have another organ. Okay, is that everything? I need to heal and reset. Flip that stuff over. Took minimal damage in the fight as well. It was a really good hunt. So yeah, unfinished business was the only thing. Before I did unfinished business, we're supposed to do a settlement event. Hold on. The Triathlon of Death has come back once again this year. Are you guys ready? We need to nominate 4 survivors because I pretend it's a 4-player game. To avoid weird cards like this. You know what? Let's have the new kids develop themselves right now. I'm not gonna name them yet, but we got Eeny, Meeny, and Miny. Let me put the dice here. Eeny, Meeny, Miny. Let me move this stuff. Mo will be... I don't know. I don't want anybody that I like really care about. can be a near. She's apathetic already. So, Triathlon of Death, guys. The first contest, the racing contest. 1d10 plus movement. A near having the +1 advantage for this contest. So that is a 12, a 10. Well, I don't need to. Alright, she's a 12. And then. Oh, I guess I do. 13, 12, 10. So these two are tied. I'm gonna do a tiebreaker. Okay, so dude in the middle, congratulations, you gain a permanent movement as you have won. How did I word this for Gordon? I know he won twice. Triathlon movement game. Triathlon movement gained. Okay, so permanent movement for that dude. Second place. Gained a courage. Third place. Gains rawhide boots. Honestly, I wish the reward was something other than a pair of rawhide. And fourth place suffers a torn Achilles tendon, which I think is to skip the next hunt. Yeah. Actually, it doesn't say here that you skip the next hunt, so now I need to check. You are supposed to skip the next hunt. That card is actually missing that information, which is a little unfortunate. They skip the next hunt. They skipped the next hunt. He got a 12. They got a 10. Okay. So they're skipping the next hunt anyway. Next, debate contest. Understanding gets added. Everyone is equally good at debating. So these guys are tied for last. Okay. So first, second, third, fourth. So fourth place gains apathetic. I just pull it out of here. Put that in. It's so hard to focus when there's like crazy explosion sounds happening. Apathetic. Next, this person, third place, gets too angry and must skip the next hunt again. And, who got the torn Achilles tendon? This guy did. Right, it's not mentioned. Anyway, second place gained 1 understanding. First place gains bragging rights and 1 skull. We unfortunately already have the skull, so we do not get another skull. They just have bragging rights. Now, she's been around the settlement for a long time. She's gonna pretend she's got bragging. And that doesn't mean anything. Final contest, the strength contest. Okay. This guy's lucky he didn't lose all 3 almost. So, strength-wise, she is actually in the lead. So, a near. Hold on. means a weapon proficiency level, which she doesn't have any. Well, she does. She's fisted 2, so she actually gets that. Permanent strength for 2nd place. 3rd is random fighting art. My guess will be a combo master. And 4th has like a broken arm or something. How many times have we done the triathlon of death in my campaign here? Feels like quite a lot. A dismembered arm, severe injury. I suppose I will make sure. Wait, was that arm or leg? Did I just... Okay, good. Making sure. The dismembered arm can no longer activate 2-handed weapons. That is correct. Alright, dismembered arm. So thanks for joining us for this year's Triathlon of Death. You're skipping the next hunt anyway. I'll just back for now. All of you are like... Come here. I'll leave these guys here because they're special. Like I said, I'll name them later. As for the rest of the stuff, I need to plan out what exactly I want to do. But before I go, the last thing we will do is innovate. We want the kids. So this and this and this. Let us innovate. 50% chance. Partnership. Bed. Pictograph. And I still did not get the one that I desired. So we want to thin the deck if possible. Bed increases my survival limit. Partnership is alright. The bed doesn't really do anything except the survival limit. I don't know if there's any... The intimacy story event, if you have bed, you get an extra strength on your character. Which is... something. You know, if we ever roll that high. Partnership. I think for my campaign, I'm not too worried about making partners. It's a good ability, definitely. It's basically Lantern Armor's ability. Except it has a downside when one dies. Pictograph. Pictograph. I don't want to add the consequence to the deck. Runaway is something I probably will never use. Maybe rarely I will use it. It does give you access to some options during the hunt phase. I think we're just taking bed. We're just taking bed. So, home hovel. Survival limit is now 11, I think. Or it's 10 now. Oh, damn. Alright, well, let's make a new one. Card fucking... Hit. Ugh. Okay, it hit the thing. So partnership, storytelling, pictograph, going back in the deck, nothing new added. This is Lance Jr. 21, as I said. So I have 4 more years to get the 2 that I want before the fight with the guy. Did get another love. I want to save this herb. This can be an organ. This is an organ. I'm gonna have to look at 4 or 5. I'm just doing likely plans. Likely I'm making the Lancelot. Very likely. The rest of this stuff I need to think really hard about. What am I gonna do with it? If I end up using the bladder, I'm not making blood paint. Screaming Brain makes brain mint. Yeah, something I need to do now that we have the Barber Surgeon. Am I blind to it? Ah, I'm blind. Now that we have access to these, I need to re-go over what these do. First aid kit is a very good item and will probably fit the Phoenix armor really well. I don't like Elder Earrings. I think they should do a different effect personally. Although, you know what Elder Earrings do? They fit on Phoenix armor very well. Fortunately. The Almanac has very niche use. Bug Trap is really good for farming the bug patch. This is the main reason to get this earlier. And Speed Powder. Speed Powder, if you work hard to obtain this, is honestly ridiculously good for counterweighted axe builds. Brain Mint, remove all your tokens and stand up. You may use it while knockdown for Showdown. Right, Brain Mint is pretty good against certain things, like say Kingsman. Brain Mint is a way to counter, for at least once, you can prevent the Silent Hymn from proccing. But it's probably a little more niche. Excuse me. This removes all your tokens. That includes bleeding tokens. They're listed as tokens. So, it's actually a way to heal from excessive bleed once. Scavenger kits, of course, really good. Musk Bomb is also really good because it's effectively a way to end the monster's turn, like once, almost guaranteed to work. Musk Bombs are a little resource intensive though, like 7, and because they're one-time use, you really only want to use them at a very key situation. I would say Musk Bombs are supremely... I would consider taking them if your goal is to like beat a legendary monster. Like if your ultimate goal for your campaign is to kill... How do I do that? If your ultimate goal is to kill the Golden King of 1,000 Years and that's like your main objective is to beat this guy, it could be useful. Mad Steed as well, because Mad Steed is his 18 toughness is actually 22, getting up there. He has Berserker and King's Aura. It's just silly. It's so silly, man. He's so silly. One day I do hope to fight these. The only thing for a campaign, if my goal is to fight these, you have to you have to get the Forsaker mask. The only way to get the mask maker location, you need a Forsaker mask. The only way to get the Forsaker mask is one hunt event, you think, and rolling high on the fucking butcher at a reasonable time. Reasonable as in, if you don't roll high by year 16, like we're about to fight a level 3 butcher, but I would probably not prepare myself in advance to explicitly handle the legendary monster if I happen to get it late. I don't know. Anyway, sorry for the post-game rambling. I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching, guys. I've got a bunch of shit to figure out. How many of these do I have? 6. So I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do. Probably make the lance. We'll be ready to hunt maybe more level 3 antelopes, honestly. So now we're gonna have an easier time killing it. And I generally I need supplies. I would like another beacon shield, so maybe a Beast of Sorrow because you get iron. Level 3 Phoenix is also on the board. I could go for... I probably am not making a bow at this point, but a Crest Crown is always a good choice. So, we'll see. Anyway, take care, and I'll try to get back on a weekly schedule, or we shall see. Right, and I'm gonna see about making custom tokens stuff for various things. Anyway, see you later, guys.